Hey, folks. Hey, folks. You cars backstage doing some stuff again. But we're getting it together. We're getting it together. We're getting it together. So welcome to Fiance Files. It's a piece of, I don't know, a piece of Get Rich 101, kind of like one day.
It's a segment.
The week. A segment.
Yes.
A segment.
It's a segment
A
of
segment.
his incredible financial tip guide show, Get Rich 101, Monday through Friday, 8:45 a.m. 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That was good, though. That was good.
You like that?
That was good.
You want to hire me as your hype girl?
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. I will do it.
All right. I appreciate you. So welcome to Fiance Files. Fiance Files. Trying to get it right.
Listen, I'm going to need you to not only get that right, but sometimes you still introduce me to people as your girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
Get that right.
I'm sorry about it. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's my fiance.
Yeah.
Her.
Sorry about that.
There was a time. Is it okay?
No, you're great.
When after Sekou had his stroke, I went to Nashville for the first time. I'll never forget. It was August 9th. It was supposed to be a surprise. I was going there to surprise him. There was a nonprofit race, and we were going to the race.
I did not know that we were going to the race, by the way. I did not know.
And so we're driving around Nashville, and he calls me other names, women names. He was like,
other names,
like Elisa, and
other names. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh, she thinks I'm cheating on her. Because I was thinking, oh my goodness, I kept coming with other names. But I will say that Rush said the same thing. My homeboy Rush, who kept coming to the hospital every day. I was calling him a different name, and he never said anything about it. I was calling him different names. I was like, hey, my friend Tony. He's like, I don't know. He just wouldn't say anything about it. So that gives you proof. That I was calling other people for other names. I'm so sorry.
I wasn't there in the hospital to witness that. And so I told him, I said, you know what, you get a pass. Yeah. You get a pass for maybe a month or two. I said, outside of that, we're gonna have to address this. Because here's the real. After Sekou had his stroke, there was a communication issue. Some of his people in Nashville didn't even know who I was, didn't even know that I existed.
Yeah. And
so I was feeling some sort of way, and I was doing my best to compartmentalize my feelings and then be there for him, because I wasn't able to talk to him.
Yeah. Because
he wasn't able really to talk. I didn't know.
I wasn't able to talk, and I had no memory.
Right. And I didn't know that because no one was communicating that to me, because they needed to be there on the floor, on the ground for him. I sought out a therapist because I was having a lot of trouble with this. I was just like, I don't know. I feel like this is what I felt like. I created this whole story in my head that Sekou had a girlfriend, or he was already engaged, or was married. And people were keeping me back so that I wouldn't find out.
Yeah, that's rough right there. That's a rough thing to be caught up in. And be trying to work through it and be there despite it all. For me, that was a lot.
He didn't find out about any of this until he came out and he was on the mend. I sought out a therapist, and I said, I feel like I need a male's perspective and a Black man. This was my first time having a Black male therapist. And let me tell you, this Black male therapist told me, oh yeah, I think he's in a relationship, and I think his mom is covering up for him, and this is what she's been doing all of his life.
What school did you go to, bruh? What school did you go to, bruh? Because that's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And then he started telling me about his past relationship. He was in a relationship for 12 years, and the woman in 12 years had never introduced him, my therapist, my new first-time therapist, to his family. He said, so yeah, it sounds a lot like he's hiding, and he's been in this he's been living this dual life, a dual life with you in Maryland and New York, and then his real life in Nashville. He said, so I think, it's probably best that you just, dial back and wait for things to unfold.
he was projecting. He was projecting. That little bit that she said about his 12 years, he was projecting. But I cannot believe that man is out there consulting people. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And also, I can't believe that Fee King made it through that. I can't, because I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with, especially from a therapist who's supposed to be giving her the right path. Like, that was a lot.
Yes.
That was a lot.
Yeah. I think the lesson in it was whenever we look outside of ourselves, we must be mindful to take other people's advice, opinions, and feedback with a grain of salt and consult God. Because that's what I did. I mean, after I spoke with him, for a moment, I had a sigh of relief. And then something in my spirit, something so strong and powerful was like, no. And no matter what, I still need to support Sekou. And so that's what I did. I was able to compartmentalize that and continue to support Sekou. And then I said, I got to put hands and lay eyes on him for myself. And I got myself down in Nashville. I was like, oh no. And I was being told, no, it's not a good time. And I was just like, this is the only time and I'm coming. Yeah. I didn't say that to anyone, but I started making arrangements, looking for tickets. I was like, oh no, I need to see for myself. I need to meet this fiance or this girlfriend that he had.
Yeah. And I appreciate you being willing to be there for me, to be there physically, because I needed someone. And now, for real, like, it's hard to explain, but it's like if everything imagine if everything was suddenly stripped away from you, right? And you got nothing, you're just floating. And to have Fee King pop out of that and be there for me, and to be there physically was great. It was great. And also, I want to address the part about people not knowing who you were. Yeah, people knew who you were as my friend, but they didn't know you as my beyond friend because I hadn't said anything. Beyond friend. Yeah, I hadn't said anything about you being beyond friend because I've been caught out there. I've been caught out there before. Like that means that I was the gratitude group. The gratitude group, the we were brought up.
Yeah, in WhatsApp. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I told Corby. I said, yo man, stop talking about talk about other women because me and Fia are into something right now. And he was like, come on, bro. Come on. I was like, what do you mean, come on, bro? He's like, come on, bro. She's obviously dating other men. And I was like, what? And then I listened to it and I was like, oh, she's talking about men. Oh, okay. So that's what happened. That happened to me a couple of times in my life. And I was like, all right, this time, I'm not going to say anything to anybody. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And that's what happened. That's why I was so quiet about it because I was trying to be quiet.
And so, I get that.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta come back because we talked about this when Corby came to DC to visit. Shout out to Corby. We love you, Corby. I love you, Corby. Yep. We were in DC, and so Corby was saying, "Fee, Sekou's you've always been the one." And I said, "I never knew that." He was like, "And this guy right here, you were like, you didn't know I liked you." I was like, Sekou, Sekou. I said you would come into town. Hey, Fee. We're having this thing at this place, I'm putting out the bat signal. Yeah, the bat signal. The bat signal.
Mom, that's what you asked me to do. You asked me to put up the bat signal. That's what I used to do. Yeah, my mom said, put out. She didn't know that I called it the bat signal, but she said, put out a note to everybody that you'll be at such and such a hotel at such and such a time, and let people come through. And that's what I used to call throwing out the bat signal. That's right.
Yeah, because that was his George Clooney, the black George Clooney sign that I'm in town.
Yeah, I'm in town.
However, this man never said to me, Fee, can I take you out to dinner? Can I take you to a movie? Can I take you on a date? It was always this group thing with the bat signal. And so there was no differentiation from your circle of friends and me. And so I just thought I was a part of your circle of friends. you were flirty, but I just thought that's just Sekou's way. He's just flirty, happy. And so when Corby thought I was dating other people, and maybe I was, maybe I wasn't, but I would have never shared that if I knew that you liked me at all. I was just like, I had no idea.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was like, I gotta be quiet. I gotta be. Wait, shut my mouth. Shut my mouth.
You were so patient. He's been so patient.
Yeah.
Ooh, so patient. And but yeah, that was interesting. I think for those women and men in relationships, and you're not sure, because I never had a feeling about Sekou not being who he presented himself as. I always, and we've been in a long distance relationship since the beginning for about 2.5 years before he proposed. And not one time when he would travel for work, travel to Boston, the Cape, Nashville, I never thought anything. I was never insecure until the stroke. Because I was like, no one knows who I am. What?
Yeah.
No, what? I mean, his friends were just very like, so who are you? I was like, what? You don't know who I am?
Yeah. And that's because I was being quiet. That's because I was being quiet.
Secret squirrel. Yeah. Remember a secret squirrel? He's a secret squirrel.
Was secret squirrel. Because I haven't been doing that since the stroke.
Thank God.
And that's what I've been saying, that the names are sometimes still hard for me to get sometimes for anybody. Like my what's it called? Aphasia. Aphasia still gets me. Still gets me sometimes. And then I realized I said the wrong name after I said the wrong name, or I said, just like, it's really difficult to me because I used to really know people's names. Mm-hmm. I used to know people's names well, and now it's like, so I just do a lot of, hey, how you doing? So anyway, that's that. Yes. So we want to share that, but I wanted to talk about something before it got away from us.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about money because you said something the other day that really shocked me and got me excited because I've done the same thing. You said that you're automatically giving money to Google, right? You like?
Oh, I'm automatically. So I'm through my Cash App. Every 2 weeks, I have a direct deposit from my Cash App balance into Google stock.
Yeah. Now, see, what's interesting about this is that it's automatic. It's automatic. It's invisible. It just happens, right? And I was scared of this. I was terrified of this, right? Of the thing going. Oh shoot!
Is the thing the stock, the investing?
No, the investing, investing going away automatically, or even paying a bill automatically, right? I was always like, no, I'm not paying. I'm not going to have the system pay for me. I need to know exactly how much, and I need to calculate it. But because of my aphasia, and because of my lack of being able to focus on things, so I've had to put everything on what's it called?
Automatic.
On automatic, right?
Automatic pay, automatic with deposits or transfers.
Yes. So in this year and 8 months since my stroke, I've been putting stuff on automatic, and I've been shocked that things go and they just find their way. They
find their way from your account to someone else's account, right?
Yeah. Oh, true. But I thought it would be a problem. I thought they're going to hit me with the insufficient funds or something. But no, it's been easy. It's been easy. And that's the way that I've been doing electronic. But you've been doing electronic to bolster your investment money. And that's something to be said for that.
Well, thank you. I want to also give you props because the The day that Sekou had a stroke, which was July 14th, 2022. It was a Thursday. I remember it vividly, not just because of the stroke, but because that was the day that the Google stocks were going to split. And Sekou, and I didn't understand that, right? And so I want you to know that you don't have to know all the things.
You do not have to know. Let me say that clearly. You do not have to know to make money in the stock market. That's all I gotta say.
And now is better than perfect.
Now is better than perfect.
Now is better than perfect. Because I had no idea. All I knew, Sekou didn't even tell me how much the stocks were. And I just learned yesterday because I thought, anyway, the Google stock in and of itself is very pricey.
It was very pricey. It was like $2,000 per share. Like, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. But it was about to
split.
It was about to split.
And all I knew about splitting is Sekou said, "Fee, do you have $150?" And he gave me like a 2-week notice. He said, and he kept reminding me, and I was like, he's got to stop with this. He said, "Fee, if you don't have 150, let me know. I'll send it to you because you have to get this stock."
You got to.
I was determined to put aside 150 to buy this stock because it must have meant something great.
Right.
And it happened on that Thursday. I had the 150. I bought the stock through my Cash App.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. I took a screenshot. I sent it to Sekou. Crickets.
Yeah.
He never responded. And I was just like, this is such a big deal. How come you? And so I never shared this with you, but I was a little bit in my feelings. I was thinking, and I think that was the kind of the seed that was planted that made me think that what that therapist was saying may have some validity. Because I was like, wait a minute, he kind of ghosted me. In my mind, his stroke ghosted me on the 14th because Sekou went.
Meanwhile, I was out of it. I was, in the hospital at that point.
And I had no idea, no idea. And I've continued on with this Google stock, even though, sometimes money is there. And I told Sekou, I said, my Cash App sometimes is high, sometimes it's low. I said, I don't know how $10 every 2 weeks is going out of there. And then I increased it a couple months ago before I came to New York, and I forgot. I was like, oh, and I just said, you know what? I'm trusting that God is going to continue to provide.
So look at that. So taking away the things that happened that were traumatic, like me having a stroke and all that. But the day that I fell under, for her to have bought the stock at the lesser amount. So what I mean is that when the Google stock was around $2,000, right? And on that day, on the July 14th day, it was going to split, meaning Google decided that they were going to split it from $2,000 per share to $20 per share, right?
It was $150.
$150 per share. Now, all of a sudden, people who have never been able to buy Google stock can buy. And so once you know that you can buy in, you buy in, right? And so I was telling her that day, you got to get your money together. You got to get your money right so you can buy in. And she did. She bought in. And so, and she's been continuing to buy in.
Yes.
Automatically. And so that means that Google stock is jumping. That's what that means. I don't even have to look. Your Google stock is jumping because the longer you hold it, the more money it means for you. Mm-hmm. Make that clear. The longer you hold, well, there's a couple of different kinds, but buy and hold stock. Once you buy it and hold it, then the longer you hold it, the more it means to you.
Value.
The value increases.
Mm-hmm.
The value increases. And and don't get distracted by the squiggles
going up and down.
Mm-hmm. Don't get distracted by that because they're all these things designed to help us fall apart.
Well, I think there are variables, and so oftentimes people tend to panic when you look at the chart and it's going
Yep.
down.
Yep.
What I've learned through you is that instead of looking at what it's projected to do in a year, 2 years, 3 years, look 5 years out.
Yes. Look all the way out. Look all the way out.
You get so excited about money.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's so interesting that if you just leave it on the settings that it's the chart is automatically there for, then it'll show you the
so he knows exactly what he wants to say.
I know exactly what I want to say. I know exactly what I want to say, but I got too excited.
Yes.
I got too excited.
And when I notice whenever he gets really excited, then his aphasia, like, it gets activated.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. But I think.
So I'm going to try this one more time.
Try it. Don't try it. Just do it.
I'm just going to do it.
Just do it one more time.
One more time. So, what we talking about? What we talking about?
So listen, y'all. Sometimes I get to check myself every day, all day, and exercise patience, because we'll be having a conversation, like we're in it, and he'll like his eyes, he'll look and he's like, "What are we talking about, Fee?"
Yeah. Sometimes.
And then I have to remember,
sometimes.
It's not his fault. It's aphasia, and I get to learn ways to be more patient and more understanding and more compassionate and more kind.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so I think it's best to just move on. And if it comes back, great. If not,
okay.
Whatever.
Okay. Okay. Well, what I guess I was saying, I'm trying again.
Just do it again.
So I think what I was trying to say is that no, I forgot it.
Yeah. So Sekou writes, I just want to say I'm very proud of you, that all the things that you want to be doing are coming to light. And he is such a manifester. He said he wanted to do and have one speaking engagement a month. One. Last month, March, he had one. In April, and we're only at April 5th. Today's April 4th, right? Today's April 4th.
And last month it was 2, because I did the one you're talking about, the high school, but also I did the virtual one for the nonprofit, the virtual speak that I did the speech.
Okay, I don't think we saw that. A speech or an interview? Because they're different.
A speech.
A speech?
Yeah.
Okay. He said he wanted to do one a month.
Yep.
At minimum, at least one.
Mm-hmm.
Last month, March, he did 2.
Yeah.
This month, April, which is today's only April 4th, already thus far, he has 3 booked.
Yeah.
And a possible 4th in Nashville.
Right.
And I'm so proud of you. And I said to Sekou, I would like to see you have 8 a month. 8 paid speaking engagements, so that you get to share your story, inspire people with your story, young and old, and everyone can gain some value and some benefit from his story, and empower people to move, because there's one thing for you to hear this yummy, delicious, powerful, impactful story and be all, warm and fuzzy inside over it, and then go home and do nothing. Arlen Hamilton, who's my new mentor, by the way. Arlen, I have a mentor. I'm so excited.
Right.
Thank you so much, Arlen Hamilton,
for saying yes. Good looking out.
She says that 97% of people will hear a thing or see a thing and get involved, and only 97% of people will write their story, and only 3% will actually get it out there, publish it. And it's the same with
only 3% will actually finish writing it.
Thank you.
They'll only finish writing their story, their autobiography.
And it's the same with speaking. When he speaks life into people, in that moment, they're like, wow, okay, if he could do it, and if I apply myself and insert the tools that he has, then I can do it. And then
and I just want to say that in the last class, the last speaking engagement, they were not really feeling me like that. I don't think so. But the
second class.
No, the thing that happened to me this time is that I got involved as in I want to do better. I want to do better. Like I hadn't gotten that reaction before. I'd done the speaking engagement for Ramel. I've done the speaking engagement for the nonprofit. I've done these speaking engagements via Zoom. But something about being in the presence of high school students and them not getting what I'm trying to say made me want to get them to get what I'm saying. I want them to get what I'm saying about money. I mean, these kids can learn about money from that age, and I could hear me saying things. I could see that they were just kind of, I don't know what you mean, but I want to get them. So that's why I'm doing so many speaking engagements this month, and I want to keep doing. I want to get better.
Yes. Yeah. And I think we all ought to want to get better, no matter if you're at the height of your game, even when you're at the height of your game, because my mentor, Arlen Hamilton, talks about that as well as many of the millionaires that she interviews. They still not only want to get better, but they're doing the things that's going to make them better, which is you speaking more to people, sharing your story, sharing your book more to people helps you to get better. And you're getting better helps other people to get better. Because at some point in our lives, all of us are going to experience some sort of mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical pain. It's called life. It's called living. And if you are living, unless you're living under a rock, you are going to, if you're living under a rock, that's painful, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. Everyone, all of us are going to experience some sort of pain. So shout out to you. He's going to Nashville today.
I'm coming, Mom. I'm coming.
And are you concerned about me being here in NYC all by myself while you're away?
Sorry,
do you have any concerns, any worries?
I'm sorry, Fee. I'm sorry, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
You're not concerned that I'm gonna like redo the apartment and cause any?
I don't know. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about it. Let's keep it real. We got a minute and a half. No, I don't know. I just go and let God. I let go and let God.
Which means he's terrified. He's terrified that when he comes back, it'll be a completely refurnished, different apartment. Yeah. It'll be shiny, bright, and clean.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway.
On that note.
I wanted to tell you about the cat. Like that's why we're sitting up this way. Well, look.
No room.
Can you all see?
Let me just move out the way.
Can you see the cat? Look at it. Cat's been there the whole time. Don't do that. Cat's been there the whole time. But the whole time we've been doing our thing. So okay, you gonna let me close out by myself?
Oh no, you want me to come back?
Yeah, come back.
I know how much you love the cat.
Come back. Okay. So anyway, that's the cat, and I guess we should close now.
Yeah.
I guess we should close now. So
because you got to pack.
Yeah, I got to pack because it snuck up on me again.
Y'all, he okay. He booked this gig 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And it snuck up on him.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's the aphasia.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching us.
Thank you. We love y'all. Thank you so much, Fatima West. Fatima had some things to say, but I guess we don't have time. We'll address it later, Fatima.
Yeah, we'll address it later, Fatima. And thanks for checking us out. Oh, and now is better than perfect.
And perfect or proper preparation prevents poor performance. Stay prepared. Stay prepared. Stay prepared.
That's right. All right, y'all. See you later.